Okay, then let's move on. And now we're going to have with us Mrs. Rasa Juknevičienė. She's a member of the European Parliament, Vice Chair of the Subcommittee on Security and Defense, and former Lithuanian Defense Minister. And she was President of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly. So I hope I got it right. Please.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, thank you. You invited me. For me, it's a new community. I don't know about my Wi-Fi here because I had some problems before I connected. So sorry for that. And I am not an expert at all. You know, I am a politician. So my expertise is more based on my political activities before, and because it's important, security, defense, it's important. I more maybe will listening to you on concretely on Afghanistan, but for me, as we are discussing now everywhere, from Lithuania, my native country, to the United States and other countries, about its most popular topic of the conferences, our global security after Afghanistan and what will happen. So maybe I will touch a little bit my understanding on the situation, especially in terms of European security after Afghanistan and maybe possible trends after that. So first of all, I saw this operation in Afghanistan very closely, to which, of course, contributed the whole democratic world and beyond. I visited, when I was Minister of Defense, it was the main topic on ministerials, defense ministerials, Afghanistan, always. So I visited my country's troops several times, also with NATO Parliamentary Assembly, so had opportunity to see this country from inside, of course, not very deeply, but yes, I had this opportunity. And of course, I would say very openly that I was one of those who believed in the success of Afghanistan when the process or operation was going. Of course, not naive, not without any naivety that it will happen in one decade, but yes, I believed. So today, I also do not share the angry ridicule, which is among many experts, that everything was wrong. Everything we were doing, international community was wrong, and it was a huge mistake, and so on and so on. Yes, the exit was complicated, a lot of human tragedies. However, if we go back to the situation in 2001, I see no alternative to what was decided then. Activation of Article 5 was necessary. Has it gone too far? Maybe, but after crushing of the Taliban in this country, there was a complete power vacuum, and there was a need to help build institutions. Was done what was believed. My heart, of course, hurts today the most because of the girls I saw going to schools in white scarves visible from afar. And I see them until now, this change, what happened at that time. I don't know how it will be in the nearest future. So second, the exit was a real chaos, but no one signaled that coalition-backed forces would not resist at all. So we have lessons learned and look to the future. Third point I would like to mention, that I am back now to European security challenges. The withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan and the US commitment to Europe are not comparable. Lots of manipulation on this, especially in the channels of Russia's disinformation warfare, One stage in Afghanistan is over. We will see how the processes unfold. Of course, it will have impact, but not as high as maybe somebody are predicting. It was necessary to leave because it would be a heavy burden. Looking at the current map of the world, firstly, I see the challenge of China. Yes, in my region, Lithuania, Russia remains the biggest security challenge, but it is related, and not because the United States is turning away from European security issues, but because the specific capabilities of NATO, or more precisely, the United States, are not sufficient for operations on both major challenges, both China and Russia, if somebody can happen. What is the strategy? What is the strategy, our security strategy for the future? You will maybe say more on Afghanistan. Of course, I support those. They say that it's necessary to be in. It's necessary to have contacts. It's necessary not to give up totally, because this country will be important, especially when we speak now about China and the regional security. But also because of Russia, because of already mentioned China. And it doesn't mean that European Union has to give up with the understanding that Euro-Atlantic relationship is utmost important, because it happened already. I mean that Afghanistan was failure, at least in August, for the United States. It means that we have to do something very different than we were doing before that. Yes, strategic autonomy or European, more Europe in security affairs, we desperately need, but no duplication, of course, ambitions for EU security policies and better capabilities, yes, but we have to do what we were doing in NATO and strengthen NATO. Strengthening the relationship with the United States, especially when we speak about China today. So it is utmost important for European Union as well. So I have to finish maybe here, and would like to be part of the discussion. If it's interesting, will be about more maybe insights on the future of our security, having in mind Afghanistan, having in mind this region, having in mind China, Russia, and other countries. Of course, Afghanistan is somehow part of that, especially when we remember the time when Soviet Union troops were in Afghanistan and withdraw, and what happened afterwards. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Now,